Saw the story trending this week. South African musician Lerato Molapo, popularly known as Lira, has become the very first African woman to have a Barbie doll modeled in her likeness. Now, the doll is part of Barbie's 60th anniversary and seeks to honor diverse role models who've helped pave the way for the next generation of girls. We've got Lira in studio as well as her little Barbie doll.
Me.
The Lira Barbie doll. It is so nice to have you, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I'm thrilled.
Yeah, I mean, how did it all come about?
So they gave me a call and explained to me that they were celebrating the Barbie's 60th anniversary, and they were wanting to do this in the African continent, and they had earmarked me as the first African that they would honor with this once-off doll. And part of me had, utter disbelief. I was like, is this for real?
Yeah, is this a joke? Is this one of those practical phone calls that yeah.
Absolutely. And so, I mean, once we started engaging, the reality of it just hit me. And I mean, it's a big brand, 60 years down the line. And so it really just, you get to become a real life African Barbie. It's every girl's dream. So
it's a great honor. And
really
a big responsibility as being the very first African woman to have something like this. Obviously, there are reasons why you were chosen. I mean, it's always difficult to talk about ourselves and speak about the reasons. But why did they tell you that you were the one? You were the person that epitomizes what they feel African women stand for.
You mentioned just the pressure of an honor like this, but for me, it's an affirmation, if anything, because they identified or they realized that they felt that I live my values and I've been consistent at this. So it's the values and the principles and the characteristics of really being true to yourself, of pushing the boundaries, of being a role model. And this is truly what I'm about, irrespective of this honor or not. So for me, I just feel very affirmed in my path. And something very silly for me, but it really means everything, was I was concerned about how they're going to depict my hair on a doll. And it really excites me. And I just feel like sometimes when you've got short hair, you don't imagine that, anybody would create a doll in your likeness just because you don't have long flowing hair.
Yes.
So this was a huge thing for me, because I think it tells other little girls that our hair is absolutely beautiful the way it is.
And that's what I love about it. It's natural, it's beautiful. I'm going to ask the camera to try and get a shot of the hair and the way they've done it, because I've never ever seen this.
This is new technology.
So you were saying this is brand new technology that they actually did just for this doll.
Yes. So when I visited the design center in LA, they took me through the entire process. And I met the department that does just hair. It's like a whole bunch of ladies that do all kinds of hair. They experiment with it. They work out all these different things.
Yeah.
And so when I saw this hair on my doll, I was taken aback, and that's really the favorite side of it for
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Can I take her off that stand, or is she stuck there?
Yes, of course.
Let me take her off,
lift her
because
off, yes.
she's also got a little
mic.
Yes, she is. She's even got a little microphone. She's even got a little zip with earrings that have got your name written on. So I'm going to turn her around so we can let the viewers actually see. So, this is okay. So obviously you were one of how many people chosen around the world?
So there's across 18 countries, they've chosen 49 women, and I'm the 50th on the 60th anniversary.
Oh.
So that's a big one for me, and of course the first African. That's even more special.
Yeah, I mean, this is something spectacular. When you feel her hair, it's
and it's soft and it's shiny.
Beautiful. She really is beautiful. So just to get a better understanding, because a lot of people will think, oh, I'm going to go and buy a gift for my child. I'm going to go get the Lira Barbie.
Indeed.
It doesn't work that way, does it? For now.
For now. So this is, so when they do the She Rose campaign, it's the highest honor that they can bestow on anyone. And they create this once-off doll to say, we acknowledge you and we recognize you as someone who is a role model. So once I began to understand this process, once I got to the design center, so there's a lot of science that goes to creating the clothes. For instance, mine has a zip. A normal Barbie doll won't have a zip because it's just a bit cumbersome.
Yes.
So they'll have Velcro, for instance.
Yes.
So then they would go through the science of how easily the clothes can come off and on with the girls for them to be able to play with the dolls. And that whole research process takes about 18 months. So if you guys can be patient, and we're in talks, so you never know. You never know. So
it might happen. I really hope so. I mean, this is
Me too.
This is a desperate call, because if my daughter had to get wind of this Barbie doll, I would be in huge trouble. I would need to kind of find one of these to bring home because she would absolutely adore this. But you know what I'm loving about this is I remember as a child, and it sort of evokes a lot. Barbie's a very controversial lady. She really is.
She has
that
been.
blonde, blue-eyed white woman that we all aspire to be like. I mean, I'm speaking from my own part. I mean,
Indeed.
but I had the dark hair, I had the brown eyes, and I
so
had
you
dark skin.
just-
I really did not look like Barbie, and I always
Right.
thought like, wow, I hope that when I wake up in the morning, I'll look like Barbie.
Right.
And that's not the case. And through the years, when we talk about the 60th anniversary of the evolution of Barbie, who would have thought?
I think this is where it gets even more special for me, that they've gone this far in terms of their brand representation. But when I got to LA, I found Barbies with full figures,
Yeah.
curvy Barbies, Barbies with deep dark skin, with afro hair, with all kinds of hair types. I saw Barbies
Is a
with
Barbie in a
punjabs,
wheelchair now? I mean, this was the one...
in a wheelchair, in prosthetics.
In prosthetics, yeah.
So they've tried to be more, just literally represent all cultures, all ethnicities, mixed girls. I was blown away. So we haven't been aware of this, of course. So I think this is also, I suppose, on their part, a chance to expose how far they've or the efforts that they've made to be more representative of the diverse cultures around the world.
It is. And you know what that does to any little girl who looks up at a billboard or looks at a doll and says, hey, I look like that. So
Yes.
obviously, I'm actually beautiful.
This is the point of it. And I think with this campaign, this is really the message that we're trying to drive home, is that it's also an affirmation for me. Like I said, it's like, you can be anything. This is the hashtag almost. Girls can be anything. So you're enough just as you are. Your dreams are valid. Go out there and be your authentic self, and it's okay to be yourself. And now we have global brands like this celebrating us for exactly who we are.
Unbelievable.
Exciting times.
I am so excited for you.
Thank
but
you.
listen, I believe I have to ask you this. You're in Marentia Botanical Gardens. You're performing there on Saturday.
I'm so excited, yes.
Oh, fantastic.
It was also in celebration of Women's Month.
Yeah.
So there's Lady Zamar there, just a bevy of incredible South African female artists. So please do join us at Marentia this Saturday.
Excellent. Okay, good. So we'll come down and watch that as well. I am so proud of you.
Thank you
just
so
keep
much,
amazing
Leanne.
us
Thank
and
you.
keep on doing whatever you're doing. Do not change it
You too.
because it's working.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Lira,
Thanks for
congratulations.
having
So
me.
this is the Lira doll, and it was so nice to have a conversation and actually see it up close and personal. She is beautiful, just like her mother. Let's take a break. We'll see you after this with some sports news.